live. So hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Hisame Artwork. And pop out the chat for pt2 as well. And Twitch. I don't usually get anybody there, so no, I wanted Twitch. There we go. Hi. M-auzi? Se aude? Vocea mea ca lumea ar trebui să se audă vocea. M-auzi? Ah, super. Okay. So welcome everyone to my channel, Hisame Artwork. Today I'm going to continue with page 51 from my comic book Niels Feynman's Time Traveling Adventures. You can read all the pages on the Pastic. Where is page 51? Rascal. 51, there it is. I gotta put a space in here so it's in line with the rest. No, not now. So, how's it been, Ada? Did you manage to format your computer? Ai reușit să formatezi? Până la urmă? So this one I'm gonna export. No, save as, and I'm gonna save it as Photoshop document so that I can add some textures and details and speech bubbles because I have them all in Photoshop and I have to transfer them to Clip Studio Paint, but I'm just being super lazy and I'm kind of working like half the program in one place, half the program in the other. Yeah. Tot are niște probleme cum așa, doamne? Pare rău. Hopefully can get all of it fixed soon and we can play some more video games because vacation is coming. How many more exams do you have? Like you said that you'll get vacation on 23rd, I think. I look forward to that. Remember that game I told you about 9 parchments? It looks kind of a disappointment at the moment. I mean, I was really hoping it would be a clone of Magica but with cats, and it just turns out to be a dumbed down version of Magica 2, which Magica 2 was already a dumbed down version of Magica 1. So I'm kind of upset about that. But if I see it at a discount, I'm still tempted to get it because I have a weak spot for cats. Your life is just exams. Poor child. Well, I guess exams are not as bad as when you have to pay the bills. I really didn't like when I had so many exams. It was always so much stress, and I kind of think the bills are less stressful than exams. I'm not sure. Kinda still in the middle on that one. I mean, you kind of have the stress at the end of each month when you have to pay for the things. It's like having that stress each month, but I mean, I guess it gets easier the older you are, because like your financial situation stabilizes, so though it isn't just wait till you go to college and you have like free exams all in the same day, and you're happy you have all of the exams in the same day, because then you don't have to take 3 days off from work. You only have to take 1 day off from work. So that's better somehow. That is if you go to work and have a job at the same time, which kind of often happens because there's not enough money. Oh, it's gonna be okay. I survived it. You're gonna survive it. Now you'll have time to watch TV shows and everything with the vacation. Are there any TV shows you're planning to binge watch? There something you've been wanting to watch but kind of been postponing because of the exams? I mean, I wanted to go to the cinema, but it was super crowded and I couldn't get a ticket and a decent spot for the Thor movie, so I just gave up on that. Well, yeah, I mean, Game of Thrones, you've gotten a little bit older, so I guess you can watch it without being completely traumatized. Yeah. Yeah, watch Stranger Things too. Yeah, anime. Stranger Things is really awesome, and it's more your age, I guess. You saw Thor Ragnarok? Oh, I wanna. Was it any good? I mean, I wanna know if I saved some money or not. I liked Thor 1 and 2. It was really campy, funny kind of comedy thing. I mean, there were some issues, but you know, unless you're a film student, I don't think you're gonna care that much. The special effects are really nice in any Marvel movie, so they're pretty enjoyable. They usually don't have such jarring plot holes as the DC movies. But yeah, I definitely would recommend Stranger Things. It's really cute. The thing with Game of Thrones is that it's a super big world and there's so many interesting things going on in the world of Game of Thrones. Let me see. I will make you a moderator. Now you can add links. Yeah, I don't know why they don't let you put links unless you're a moderator. I think it's to prevent spamming, but I really don't have that many people in my chat, so it's not really an issue for me. what I want to watch. Well, at the moment, I really don't have anything that I really want to watch. It's more of a list of things that I should watch or I've been recommended, but I really don't want to because the trailers weren't that interesting. Or it's a really old movie that I'm not too keen about, but it has historical value, so I kind of have to watch it to know what's about it. Also, I didn't see anything particularly interesting coming up in the cinema. I mean, there is Coco from Pixar. Hi, Kirani. I didn't even see you right on Twitch. Yeah. Also, the Twitch bot hates you and bans you sometimes. Have you been, Kirani? We're talking about movies worth seeing. Ada hasn't seen Stranger Things 2 yet, so there are people even more out of the loop than you. So you shouldn't feel too bad. She has a bunch of exams now, so she has to study. She doesn't have time to watch any movies. Netflix. I will send you a link. Remind me on Facebook, so I'll send you the link. I'll make time for Stranger Things. You should take your exams. Like, you have 1 week, I think. Yeah, you have to survive 1 week. We need the MU Netflix account, yeah. That would be nice. I think that would be really nice. Cause I mean, don't see why not, but you know, it's kind of a bit complicated with authentication. So, I think what you can do, is kind of have a Netflix Mana Up account, but then somehow stream it privately. I don't know. Uh, Somehow within the guild. I really don't know what to say for the details. I have to run though. I just wanted to pop in and say hi. Thank you, Kirani. Nice to see you again. Take care. I will ask on my husband. Maybe he has any idea about it. I mean, I really like the idea. I think it's really nice. I mean, we had that at school at some point. I don't remember exactly. So I think that would be nice to have again. Bye bye. So what I've done, Ada, for Game of Thrones anyway, I got a month subscription from HBO because I wanted to see it HD. I had seen it at crappy quality, so last season, season 7, I wanted to see the dragons in all their glory, because I knew they had grown a lot more, so they were gonna be really impressive, and I knew they weren't going to, you know, pass up the opportunity to show off their CGI strength, how to say. But if you just wanna see the story and you don't really care too much about it, and you don't know if you like Game of Thrones, then I would say, you know, watch some poor quality. What are those guys doing? And then you can get a free month subscription, like a trial period, and then watch it there with high quality. So it's called HBO Now. HBO Now. Hi. Vampos 2 with mouse is drawing something else, but I will look into it. So first of all, I'm gonna show you the request page. If you have any commissions, you have the details here. So I was saying about HBO Now. Give you the link. And Netflix has a free month as well, so you can look into that. But it's gonna be kind of like only a one-time thing. So and also you would need a card as well to do any free month subscription, I think. And since you're a kid, you don't have a bank account, so I don't think you're gonna solve that easily, because you have to ask mom and then have to explain to her, and then you have to cancel the subscription. You have a card? How do you have a card? You're 18. Oh, didn't know they do that. Interesting. That's very good. That person just dropped in, had a request, didn't even say goodbye. Charisma streaming, that's not very nice. Like they want art for free. Anyway. So HBO and Netflix and the rest, they tend to be like $15 per month. But I mean, if you get the free month, you have enough time to watch Stranger Things and HBO and everything. And you can cancel the subscription and not pay. Oh, it's okay. There are a lot of people that do that. Just drop in. Hey, give me free stuff. No? Screw you. Go away. I'm out of here. Something like that. Okay, I want to select these here. Can you hear the beeping? I mean, I don't know if you can hear. I have some noise. They're cleaning the road, or at least trying to. I'm just making a lot of noise. Oh, it's faint? Okay, good. I was afraid it was loud and annoying. I mean, I can hear it very well, so I thought, nah, it must be so bad for you. What did I do here with the color? Okay. Have you seen my recent videos with the Stardew Valley mods? Have you any ideas what you would want to do, or you don't want to change anything? I mean, if you can get the immersive map to work for you, that would be really nice. You would have so much more room to kind of do a lot of interesting, neat stuff. Yeah, that would be nice. They just said they, yeah, it would be even better in multiplayer, but they said that they're, to do it together. They said they, are postponing the, launch of the multiplayer to the first quarter of 2018. And it's that means January, February, and March. So kind of a bummer that they postponed it so long. I mean, for me it's okay because I have more time to do the videos, because I need to pass through each season and then get some stuff done. On your birthday, yeah. Yeah, it would be so nice. There is a mod, the makeshift multiplayer, so I guess we could play that one. We'll try and install it and see if it works. I mean, it worked with Andre. The problem was that he wasn't able to leave the farm. He was stuck on the farm. But I mean, for a farm tour, it's good enough. I mean, I can think I can still come and help you. So that will be kind of fun. But then I would not be able to maybe leave the map. I don't know. Da, era blocat, nu mai putea să iasă din fermă. Rămăsese acolo. Nu putea să iasă să se ducă către oraș. Close, I want... Ah, okay. I guess we can see. Let's see here. Nexus mods. And I'm gonna search for multiplayer. Let's see. Makeshift multiplayer. Files, let's see when it was last updated. Oh, it was updated for p.2 October 2017. It might be better now. I guess we can try. See, I'm gonna see what files are in it. If I need to change any game files, if it's just the multiplayer, maybe I can work with that. The thing is, I still want to do the recordings for my from the YouTube channel, so I have those finished. And then I would try other things. For example, there's that custom NPC mod, which is really nice. I really look forward to testing that out. Because if this multiplayer is gonna take forever to come, I was thinking of doing a custom NPC to have maybe you guys in the game until I can have the multiplayer. Hi Anna, how are you? We were talking about Stardew Valley. Ada and I both play it. And we're really excited the multiplayer is coming up. But they've postponed it, so we're kind of sad about that. Anna, you play Sims, right? Did you see my videos with Stardew Valley? I remember you said you saw them, but I don't remember what... I mean, you didn't reply when I asked you what you thought of it. Yeah, that would be nice. I mean, I can replace some textures, but there's going to be a custom NPC mod that's now in beta, so they're still testing out that mod. But I'm really looking forward to kind of making a mod with Marie and Erwin and everything. Kind of have them goof around there and have quests for you. That would be nice. Andre was asking me if I'm gonna do some retexture to have like Ernest and Coraline scarecrows. And I'm gonna do that for the spring season. I saw PC Magazine posting a mod that makes Stardew Valley available for Sims players. Which I thought was weird, like why don't you play Stardew Valley? Why would you get a mod with that? But I guess it's a neat way to get people into Stardew Valleys, have more players, I guess was their master plan. I personally am happy that it's no longer pixel art because Sims has better graphics. Oh. it's already available. I mean, I think if you wanna get to know the characters in the village, I'm not sure how that mod works, but let me see. PC Gamer Stardew Valley Sims mod. Yep, there it is. I mean, I guess you can take a look at it. I don't know how. I've never played Sims, so I don't know where you would put this. Oh. They're tearing down my house. What are they doing? It was so loud. The chair underneath me moved. They have such big trucks here. It feels like an earthquake when they go around. I love The Sims 2. I put there tons of clothes and textures. Yeah. I'm looking forward to the Divinity 2 editor, because then I'm going to be able to do my own stories within the Divinity world, so kind of be a test for me to get Erwin and Marie and everything to kind of have an actual story. Let me show you Instagram. I don't know if you saw the picture, but let me show you, because I did a screenshot. I mean, I already have animations and the skins. I mean, I would have to do some bit of retexturing and some other things. So, I mean, it shouldn't be too hard. It should be something that I can do myself. So if you don't know the game, okay. It has a pretty neat gameplay, and you can create your own adventures, which is what I really like about Divinity. At the moment it's $45, so I'm not eager to pay that. And the engine from the Divinity 1, which I do have, is utter crap. Hi June, how are you? Like, it's really bad, so I'm looking for the Divinity 2, and hopefully I can do the Erwin and Marie story with that one. Okay June, take care, bon appetit. And until then, I'm kind of practicing with Stardew Valley, because it's kind of the only game I've been able to mod. Kind of testing out some stuff there. Learning how to do some textures. I mean, I had to do textures for work, but Usually I had to patch things up, and then never had to actually do something by myself completely original. And having the color coordination, just having things go together well, it's good practice for me anyway. Kind of deciding what style I want everything to be in, because for the first time I get to decide these things. And I mean, it's a bit more tricky than I thought. Having to make the decisions. Well, people on Picarto really do love their knives of blood. I don't think I've ever had so many people come in on my Picarto channel ever. So it's really weird that they get attracted to this kind of imagery. And I was thinking, oh, maybe it's too hardcore for my kids' comic. Maybe I shouldn't do this page. Not sure if they're gonna get the jokes with how gross it is to clean a fish. But I'm having just so many people come in and leave on Picarto. I see them on the corner of my eye. They just pop in and then pop out of existence back. I don't know, would this even constitute as not safe for work? Because I know they're really touchy about um, this stuff now. Like everything gets flagged, banned, whatever. Let's see, is my sound still working? You guys are so quiet. I don't know if my stream is still working. Ada, are you still here, or do you fell asleep? I think she fell asleep. I'm here. Yeah, you were very quiet. I didn't know if my stream is still working. Because I had it crash so many times that now when people are quiet, I'm wondering, do they still hear me? Is there lag and they can't understand what I'm saying? I mean, it's kind of hard to know. Emily. Now you've made me really curious about the multiplayer. See if that'll work. Now I'm curious. Hope it's not too dark now. Oops. I've gotten to 80 subscribers on Tapastic, which is really neat. When I reach 100 subscribers, I'm going to publish 2 pages at the same time. Also, I wanted to know, you guys, what would you want me to talk about during the stream? I know a lot of you are either eating or doing something else and can't really type, but I don't know if you have any ideas of what I can talk about. Because after 1 year of talking to myself, I kind of ran out of ideas of what to say during one of the live streams. Well, some of the times, you know, people will leave the stream. Yeah, he fainted again. He's such a wuss. Sometimes people just come in and then leave the stream and not even saying goodbye, and I'm like, that is rude. And sometimes, you know, I start talking because they ask me something, and then they leave, and I didn't realize they left because I was paying attention to my illustration, and they didn't say anything. So then I realized, oh, I've been talking to myself all this time. Great. Like sometimes Kirani does that as well. She, like, the child is making noise or her food is on fire and she just disappears because she doesn't want to set the whole house on fire, and I keep talking and she's not there. But, you know, just give me some ideas of what you would want me to talk about, and I will. I mean, I know, because sometimes when I watch somebody else's stream, I'm super quiet as well because I'm eating, so I can't really type while I'm eating. But, like, there's usually somebody else in the chat that's talking, so I don't have to type anything. True, Kirani always has the children to pick at school. I think she homeschools them, so I don't think they need to go anywhere. I don't know how the Canadian homeschool thing works. Sorry. Thank you. I'm glad you like the bricks. I think I had a sand texture and then I drew the bricks around it. Do we have homeschool in Europe? I don't even know. I mean, it sounds like such a strange concept to me, homeschool. Doesn't it? Okay, I do have distort. There we go. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of homeschooling either. Something's wrong with the perspective here. I'm kind of trying to figure out which way it should be, but I can't tell. I'll need to look at the 3D render I made because I'm confusing myself, I think. Children with problems have to tutor at school, so all children go there. Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, even if you're blind or deaf, which is not the case of any of her kids, I don't know, maybe it's like an after school something that the parents get together and do. I have no idea, because I see there are other people there doing that. I don't know, maybe it's like a kind of an after school, but since she lives in a village, you can't really have, I don't know, a teacher come and do this. So they have to do that themselves, but if none of them is a mathematician or something like that, or a teacher, I don't know how they would do that. Maybe it's just for arts and crafts or something like that. You know, not serious. What did I do to this thing? Okay. Actually, it should have been something like this. Yep, there we go. Something like that. Thanks, Anna. Hi, Kirani, just talking to you about you. Hehehehe. So how does the homeschooling thing work in Canada? And is it similar to the way it works in the USA? Because I see a lot of this homeschooling thing here in the US as well, but I don't think we have it in Europe. At least I don't remember. I mean, when in Europe they do homeschooling, it's usually because the child has a disability, which I don't remember it being the case for your kids. So is it like an after-school event where kids get together? I wrote a bit on the Twitch chat. Pretty similar. Similar, I mean, you mean the... Because I don't know how the Canadian or the American one works, so I have no idea about what homeschooling is. We have a standard base outline for curriculum, so we cover the same material. Also, the kids don't go to a public school. Is it because you're in a very remote area and you don't have access to like a school bus and things like that? Because I see here in the US, I mean, they have people living in the middle of the woods here. And let's see. Why did you crash when I was having a conversation? I'm live now. Okay. Thank you. So what do they do exactly? Because if they don't have the school bus to take them to school, then the parents teach. It's a bit of a complex pile of so anyway, so how do they do that for homeschooling in both countries? Uh do they have the parents teach the school material? Because I imagine for first 8 grades it's not that big of a deal. I mean, the material is not that complex, so I can do it. But when it starts getting to high school, when you have to teach derivatives and mathematical analysis and integrals, those things, Lagrange things, I forget them. My husband knows them. I mean, I don't imagine myself being able to teach that. Also, programming, I would suck at that. So you kind of have to have someone in the village that teaches you these things. Because I imagine, yeah, you know, reading, writing is not that hard. Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, for me it was easy because I had professors and teachers in my family. So even though I did the normal school activities, I mean, I would learn how to write in Turkish just for fun before I even went to public school. I was fluent in English and I knew how to read and write in 2 languages, and my grandfather even taught me a bit of Arabic just for fun. And I've always taken kind of classes outside of the main school activity just because there were things I wanted to learn, and if I could for free, why not? Da, tu n-ai prins că babai n-a apucat. It's been an adventure of finding new channels, book stuff, trying to find... Nu m-a învățat nimeni nimic. Mi-a dat un dicționar. What are you saying nobody taught you anything? Aren't I teaching you Photoshop and computery stuff and other things? I send you links all the time. And I told you can ask Andre if you want about programming, but you're shy. Also, you have so much homework, you wouldn't even have time for these. Ah, you're referring to Turkish. Yeah, I forgot if it helps you. Uh, how do you say in English? Dacă te încălzește cu ceva. Oh, if it's any comfort to you. I forgot all the Turkish that I knew, pretty much. I had to start again, and I was looking at Duolingo, and kind of brushing up on it. But I didn't have much time to continue after. I mean, I can teach you some words in Turkish, but my grammar is non-existent. I need to get like some better courses. I haven't found any on YouTube. There are any good, but if I do, I will send you because it's interesting. I mean, you find a lot of Japanese courses. Of course, it's not as good as actually having a teacher that you can talk to that knows what they're talking about. So that's pretty important, and I don't know any of that grammar stuff. I mean, you need to want to really learn a language to appreciate the grammar. Duolingo. It's already 11 for me, so I have to go. I have German on my plate now, so I'll be focusing on that. Yes, that would be a priority. It's a lot more useful to learn German than Turkish or Japanese is pretty useful too, but anyway, good night. Thank you for coming. It was nice talking to you again. Yeah, on Duolingo you have a bunch of stuff. You can even learn Valerian if you want to. Just open this up. Server not found. What? Duolingo.com. Good night. So let's see. I have here High Valerian. So you can learn High Valerian if you want to. If you have nothing better to do with your time. How do I click on it? Okay. So yes, for homeschooling, it has to do with my son specifically, and just least specific to him to help him catch up before going to the public school. Okay. So let's see, High Valerian. So yeah, this is it, and you just go and add languages if you wanna learn. I just looked at it for curiosity, but to me, Valerian is not that interesting. I mean, if I'm gonna learn something, I want to learn something that's has a bit more richness to it. How should I say? I mean, there are a lot more Japanese, Turkish speaker and a lot more literature on that than Valerian, so. They haven't asked me for any money at the moment, so I don't know if it costs any money. I haven't seen any indications that it will cost. I mean, considering how free stuff on the internet is. Maybe they had that, but I haven't seen anything like that now. And to me it's pretty convenient. It's not a great way to learn a language. Nothing really stuck to me much. I mean, I did remember some stuff, some verbs, and I was like super happy that I remembered how some things were named. back then there wasn't much out app-wise like that. These days there's quite a few. Oh, did you guys hear about Patreon? Yeah, I saw there was a bit of a scandal. I'm not clear on the details. Maybe you can tell me because you're one of my patrons. I don't think I'm a patron to anybody anymore. Cause they did some changes. They were taxing too much, and all my patrons left because they did some changes a while ago. So you're the only one still around. And so because I wasn't getting any more money there, I canceled my few supports that I did have. So I think now they were trying to do something like that again and just screw people over, but I'm not clear on the details. So far for me, Tapastic has been the best, so I don't intend to change anything. But you know, if it's easier for people to support me on Patreon, then by all means, please give me money. Welcome back. As far as I understood it, okay. They had it set up so the billing system was doing pro-rated billing, and it was charging people who had a lot of little payments more, so people were just saying F this, yeah, and pulling their support. Yeah, I think they did this before. I'm saving coin for the second and for the tipping event. Yeah, I got a mail from Patreon saying something about that. Yeah, but I think they've done this before. I don't know why it's a scandal now, but I'm glad that they didn't do it, because seriously, it's really not that okay. I mean, most of the people can't afford to give too much, so to make them change their minds, and now they're trying to save their bum. Yeah, I'm really not happy with Patreon. There are a lot of things that they're not that nice about. They really don't care about the smaller artists, the people that don't have that much money, and it's really not cool, because it's really hard to get started. Like you never get to grow on Patreon. It seems to me like that's the situation. You never grow. Power of the people. So that was just piling on it even further, as far as I could tell. It's difficult to, yeah. Yeah, 'cause they tax so much, and I guess the patrons don't feel like what they're doing is making any difference. It barely even adds up if I just tipped you directly. You might be getting more that way. They have changed it on Tapastic, so it's better, because before 40% of what you were giving was taken as taxes. So what you were tipping people, the artist was getting 60%, and now he's getting 80%. So 1,200 coin is $1. So it's how, I think it's even less than 20%. Yeah, so it's 17% they're getting. Well, they can afford to make that kind of trade easier. Tapas reduced the ad revenue on its site. Yeah, it has done that, which is kind of a bummer. But I think it's just because more and more people are have made tipping accounts. So before there were a lot less people that were asking for tips. So I don't think that they reduced it. It's just that more people want tips now. So even if, I mean, they're getting new ads all the time aside from the old ones. So if anything, they've increased the ads that they have. But you just have more people that are now uh, getting tips. So it's not really their fault as far as I can tell. It's just people catching on to the fact that Tapastic is really a great place to get money for your art and to get support. So now all the ads are used to give points. Some of them are still bugged and they might work on the desktop but not work on the PC, on the phone or tablet. So I still have some issues like this. But it's pretty rare for me that an application is not gonna work. Some of them I thought they were broken, but actually I had to do some things like vote on something and I didn't realize. I thought I had to just watch the ad, but in fact I had to vote, so some of the ads I didn't get the coin for it because I didn't do what I was supposed to do because I didn't read carefully. It was just like next, 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 a horrible ad. I colored it here. But what is exactly on the 22nd of December? Because I'm not clear on what's going to happen. Because I didn't understand how the other events worked either. I mean, I thought I was doing what they said, but I didn't see any of the difference, so... Are they gonna give more ads, or what was the idea? Because I sent you some more tips today, because I didn't know I had to save it for anything. I mean, should I save it for you until then, or what should I do? My nose is so dry. I like how she's just fitting in the frame, barely. Hi there, Sasari. How are you? Here Niels is like, no, 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 I don't want to clean the fish. It has guts in it. And fish also have organs and bones. But Niels, you're the only one with opposable fingers. You must do it. Newton will starve if he doesn't eat. Pum pum pum. Yeah, I really like Jun's humor, and I mean, I tell her spoilers, you know, and so she takes that into account when she draws certain facial expressions. You remember those days? I've only ever had to clean one fish my entire life. And I was like, nope, 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 nope. Not doing this again. Ever, ever. I don't even think I finished cleaning it because it smelled so strong. And I just couldn't. I mean, it was pretty weird because they don't have the same organs, so it was a bit confusing. I didn't know which was which. I didn't know which things I had to keep and which things I had to throw away. I mean, the lungs, I mean, no, they don't have lungs. They have those airbags. I forget what they're called. So they inflate those for buoyancy, like a little submarine. And I thought those were the lungs. Because I was so young, I didn't fully understand what gills were. So I thought they were the lungs. And usually, you know, in a chicken, something like that, you save the liver, and the gizzard to eat. And I was looking for the gizzard and things like that in the fish. And I didn't know which things to keep, and then I found the intestines, and I was like, ah, no. In a sense, they have fishy shops today, yes, where everything is cleaned and nice and wrapped up in a bag. I don't know, those plastic things, and it looks so nice and clean. But you know, Romania's was a bit less modern, how should I say? And for example, in the summer, they had those hamsi. They're like little sardines, and they kind of sell them, you know, at uh, these little shops like this, and you get like half a piece of bread with them. And these fish are not gutted or cleaned or anything, they're just deep fried, and this supposedly sterilizes whatever they have in their intestines. Um, I never liked this. Sasari disappeared. I think she didn't like the pictures with the food. Ah, she's back. Interesting. I mean, I don't know if you guys have hamsi. I think they're sardines. I don't know how they're called. Hamsi. Ah, European anchovy. So it's an anchovy, it's not a sardine. Somewhat related to the herring, anchovies are in the family Engraulidae. Is that a Latin or a Greek word? Engraulidae. That sounds not like something I'd be able to eat. Oh, Romanians love it. It's something that the men really usually like to eat because they're salty, they're very salty, so they would eat it with beer. So it's like man food. I don't like the bones. I mean, the bones aren't that big, so it's not really much of a problem, but when they do get stuck in your throat, you need a lot of bread and water to kind of wash it down. They're not the worst thing. I mean, they do taste kind of good. They're like mini fish and chips, you know, they're pretty okay. Um, but I'm not too thrilled, you know, about the idea that they're not really that clean. I suppose if they're deep fried it is okay, but I mean it is safe to eat, but you know, I would rather eat jellyfish in Japan than hamsi, simply because they chop them up and they clean them, the jellyfish, so You don't get any sand in your teeth. And I like that. Though the jellyfish is like very bland, you need to put some sauce on it because it doesn't taste like anything. Actually, she shouldn't be looking at the table. I will move her eyeball so she looks at Niels because she's talking to him. You may have to get partial too with the ocean life dying out. The jellyfish are taking over. None whatsoever. Oh, wow, I made the eyeballs in her head so crooked. Okay, I wasn't paying attention here. Guys got me talking about food again and I'm hungry. I think we can check that out, so see. Nutritional value of jellyfish. I mean, maybe some proteins? I don't know. Oh, it has some calories in it. It's not completely empty. Oh. Mostly protein, okay. It has fat in it. I'm surprised the jellyfish has any fat. Rich in vitamins and minerals? What? I doubt it's any value in it. Let's see. 12% iron. I don't think you can have 12% iron. Maybe some jellyfish that are red, but shipped to Japan, China, and Thailand. Hey, if it, I'm going to be alright. um, yeah, it's like tasteless noodles. You have to put some salt on it, because otherwise it uh, doesn't have any taste. Gave me a chart. Yeah. Well, I mean, who knows? Prawns are really popular, and as far as I'm concerned, they're just the pink cockroaches of the sea. So I really have no problem in eating jellyfish. That's a lot of iron. I didn't see any iron in the list that I looked at. It said something about copper. And as a human, you don't really need any copper. I'm trying to eat more rice because that's supposedly healthy. Although considering how much oil and butter I put on it, I think any healthy how do they say, properties it might have are rendered void by. Okay, it seems to be back now. And I have only 3 people watching. There used to be 6. Well, can't blame them for all the crashes. Yep, it's working. Good. I was a bit concerned. Sorry about all the crashes. I don't know. Today I had really bad internet. I thought I was not gonna be able to do the stream. So I had left with my husband a message, you know, if I can't log in on the internet anymore to email June or Anna so they can post. I should make one of you guys admin, or I should make him admin on the artist page in case I ran out of internet again. I don't know. Do you want to be admin on the Hisame artist page and get a bunch of annoying notifications from Facebook saying that I should post more, or that my views have risen but they can rise more if I pay Facebook more? I mean, you already get this crap from your own artist pages. Maybe I'll ask Andre to endure stupid notifications with me. Because if I run out of internet again and I can't send any messages, there should be someone at least that can say, hey, you know, no stream today. I'm being detoured from Facebook these days since they have been doing the changes anyway a while, distracting us over the net neutrality battle. Same with Twitter, honestly. Yeah, I really don't like to watch the news anymore, just because it's not something that I can vote on anyway. I'm not a citizen of this country. Who am I gonna call? Ghostbusters. Who you gonna call when your net neutrality is removed? Dog pound. I don't know. See, I also can't call, but like that story about Patreon is the same situation. I don't know. I'm thinking of moving to Antarctica and just not talk to any more people, not watch the news at all. I'm just gonna live there and eat penguins. I don't know what I'm gonna eat. I mean, it's not a very well thought out plan. But that's the general idea. My husband wants to go to Mars, and I told him that's a bad idea. You can't take care of yourself there. I mean, no, they're so cute. I don't really want to eat a penguin. I mean, they're cute until they open their mouths. It would taste like sea chicken, like chicken and tuna, maybe. That would be weird. I really don't like grilled tuna. It's so dry and tasteless. I don't know. Maybe I'm not cooking it properly. Could be that. But you know, survival for penguins. Jellyfish. Yeah, I guess I could eat jellyfish in Antarctica. Nobody's gonna miss that. Hacking seems to affect a lot because it's like a global awareness. Yeah, because they usually say that, oh, you know, if this stuff gets through in the US, next stop is Europe. But to me, it just seems ridiculous how bad the internet in the US is. I mean, in countries in Europe, they're making it a it has been declared well, what's it called? Like healthcare, it's a public service, like transportation, you know, that needs to be guaranteed by the government. So in a lot of Nordic countries, that's already been implemented, and here in the US, you have to pay for everything. And you know, to me, coming from Romania, which you have a lot of things that are guaranteed by the government, is just weird, because the general impression is that Romania is like the most backwater country in the world. I mean, we joke that is it worse than Somalia? Let's think about it. Maybe not. Like, that's the level that we Romanians compare to other countries. Usually we think that we're on the level of Somalia. My early on because of the politics, so I'm familiar with the living in the silent digital bubble. And there was that Indian guy from Microsoft that's now the head honcho, Ajit Pinai, Najit Satya, I forgot. Soft CEO, Indian guy. Satya Nadella. Okay, Satya Nadella. Initially, I thought it was a girl because both of the names end in A, and in Romanian, if a name ends in it's a girl's name. And he was talking, he came to talk on Trevor Noah's show. Sorry about that. Sorry. Thanks. I want to network with the intention of helping support the other's creation visibility without having to pay. But I really don't see anybody posting any art in the Mana Up group. Oh, and I was saying about this Indian guy, he was talking about the net accessibility of Americans. That was an interesting thing to read. I mean, I already knew how bad it was, but it was just kind of good to hear somebody else say that it's not normal to not have internet like this. I had a lot of people at once, but when people don't post, then it's slow. Post more, but I'm often doing 10 other things. Yeah, you know, it's for the same for me. I mean, I feel like I'm in my group, I'm kind of the only one posting, so I kind of feel bad because I don't want to um kind of take center stage even though it's my own group. I'm like, I wanted to do this with you guys to help you guys as well, but I guess they don't want to. Fine. I can be the main star. I can be the diva. Worship me, mortals. Also, my friends coming out of the artistic hibernation when we opened that group, people had not been drawing for 10 years. Yeah. I don't know, it's because in Facebook and Twitter have been so crappy lately that a lot of people have kind of stopped posting, or maybe I'm just not seeing their posts. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. I mean, I still find some of their stuff on Instagram, but it's buried. Sometimes after 20 years of working a boring job, you might not be seeing again. Visibility issues has been a problem with all the groups. Uh, Grateful he even thinks about it. Thinks about what? Think about posting. Thinks about posting in the Mana Up Art Guild. You mean the group? Which of them? Because you had a bunch of them and you left some of them, so I left them because you left them. So I don't know about what group you're talking about. And again, also the coloring contest, I don't know about it. I know you tagged me on something on Twitter, but I didn't understand what it was. Yeah, I don't think I'm in any of the Man Up Art guilds anymore, because you left them and then you made another account and just... I don't know what that was. What was happening. So you can add me in what group you wanted to add. I don't know if I'll have to leave other groups. I'm not sure exactly what the policies are for Facebook. Anyway, I'm banned for a week. Is my stream still working? Let's see. Stream health is not great. So on Facebook, I've been banned for a week for a post from August. No, I can't join. I can't join. I'm banned for 1 week because reasons unknown. So I can show you the post, which is really weird. Oh, I gotta go to Facebook thing. Facebook. There you go. It's what your most viewed post was about, wasn't it? Yes. So that one, I think you commented on it. So it was really weird because I got restricted from joining posting groups until December 19th for something that I posted in August, and I can show you like what I shared. I don't know how this could violate community laws, which is what they say that I did bad. I mean, the whole thing just doesn't make sense. So this is the page. I don't have any bad words, I don't have any boobs, I don't have anything. It's cats from the future talking to each other, and I have a robot. Like, I don't know why I got banned. I mean, it's just weird, I don't understand. And I've sent them a message to say that it's an error or to explain to me what the issue is. And of course, I've never gotten any reply. And then of course I still get, you know, news that I should give them $2 so that I can reach more people. Because you see, I have like 4 likes per post usually. And they say that if I give them $2, they're gonna give me 4 likes, 40 likes. So, whatever. Just Facebook being stupid. It makes no sense to me. And of course I'm not gonna get an explanation like ever. So, see if you can add me to whatever group you want, but I'm not gonna be able to join by myself. Like, maybe you might be able to add me, but I'm not gonna be able to even comment. So I can't even comment or say anything. So if I go to groups, so my own group, if I want to say something, let's say, I don't know. What should I say? Because I've wanted to reply to something, but I wasn't able to say anything. But here I don't have any posts. I can add something in case it does work. Maybe I'll say something to Anna. See? You are temporarily restricted from joining posting in the group. If you think this is a mistake, please let us know. So I can't even say anything in my own group. I mean, based on everything over the past few years, it fits the same storyline. It's insane! Yes, it is insane. And see, that's why we need 20 accounts. I mean, yeah, it reminds me one of those stories where somebody gets flagged on YouTube stupidly because of the bots. And then they have to explain, hey, it's fair use, I am a movie critic, I'm supposed to be able to use this material. It's in the public trailer, damn it. So yeah. Like 3. And I mean, it's really weird because sometimes they get banned when they say something good about a movie. So they want to do a positive review on, let's say, why you should watch Spirited Away. Because it's been a while now. Nobody is really interested in Spirited Away anymore, but it's still a great movie. So one guy wanted to do a positive review, and he put it on Vimeo in the end, and you can watch it there for free. But still was like super stupid because he was giving it a positive review. The event line art I need it for the next week. Let's see, calendar. So 20th. I need it for Wednesday. Ooh, I should have colored it this week. So I'm gonna color it Tuesday, and it has to be done by Wednesday. Let's see, when is the Chinese New Year? Let's see exactly. Chinese solstice festival. What? Chinese? No, summer, winter. Winter solstice festival. So okay, so this thing, and it's on 21 of December, so it's on Thursday. I have to post it on Thursday, so it would need to be done by 20. You need time to color it. Yeah, it is a bit complex. The sooner you can get the line art done, the better. I mean, I can color it in one night if I have to. Watch the original reviewers who made their own jobs out of it. Yeah. The copyright thing is such a hassle. So June, the sooner you can get it done, the better. Let's see, calendar here. So today's 14. I mean, if you can get it done by next Tuesday, that would be great. I would have one day to color it. Maybe two. Okay, because background is done, but I'm fighting with people. Yeah. And then I would have to post something on that Sunday as well. And I will do the cat lady. I will do the secret agent because I have the line art for that one. Or I can post the pages with the family tree that Sunday because I have them done. Yeah, if you can do the line art this weekend, if you can finish it, it will be great. You can do it until Tuesday, of course, and even later if you have any issues. Up to $2,000 of support of their fans per month, so it's been able to keep their business independent alive. Well, that's a lot of money. I mean, by American standards, it's not really that much. The harder part is the sketch time. Yeah, because the sketch time, there usually changes or things like that. Oh, and I'm gonna give you some clothing ideas. For example, this one, and I'll put some more on the drive. Kind of a futuristic business suit for a woman, and I'll put those on the drive. I live off 1,700 per month, rent food for 3 kids. Yeah, 'cause you live somewhere in Canada. You don't live in Vancouver. Yeah, put it on the drive. I will. I'm gonna write it down. Put it on the drive. No, I don't want to update the app because it loses the information. I mean, some of those people live in California or Vancouver or some other place, New York, where it's ridiculously expensive. I mean, this is one of the reasons we have not and will not consider moving to California, because it's just ridiculously expensive, needlessly ridiculously expensive. You don't get that much money from the salary, and you don't have that much left afterwards. So, I mean, we would rather stay here in Michigan. Food is cheaper, rent is cheaper. Even if the weather isn't the best, but yeah, how it's at least you can give people more of an opportunity to sort of survive. Yeah, I mean, if you live in Venezuela, I mean, I was talking with uh, Alexi Casadiego, and her salary was $60 a month. She was working as a laboratory assistant. She's still waiting for her passport, which is never coming out. You can message her on Facebook and she will eventually reply when she has internet or electricity. Where's my shading on this one? Didn't I put shading on that fish? Oh, I put on the other one. Okay. So she told me that she had a salary of $60 per month and that she could sort of survive on that. So I mean, if you're living in Venezuela, then you can do all right by survive by posting on Tapastic and on Society6 and stuff like that. Of course, the issue is with Venezuela at the moment. PayPal doesn't work, so she can't actually get paid for what she does. And her computer broke, and she can't. At least last time I spoke with her, maybe she had fixed it in the meantime, because I've seen her online every now and then. So she managed to fix her computer eventually, but that was really hard because you couldn't find anywhere to buy it. What was the reason they stopped the service to them? I guess to control people so they wouldn't run away from the country anymore, because they've been just going every which way. They just was a mass exodus. And in Romania as well, they're leaving a lot of them, so they have laws now, for example, for people like my husband who are scientists, that they can't stay out for too long or work. I mean, they have to get a lot of paperwork and waivers and stuff like that, and it's such a complicated thing. Just try and make your life more difficult. You can't be out of the country for more than 2 years, so you have to do a lot of paperwork for that. I don't have that restriction because I'm not a specialized person. I mean, if I go to Italy for 5 years to pick strawberries, nobody's gonna care about my well-being that much. Aside from the fact that I would not be paying taxes in my home country, so that's maybe main issue. And they are concerned about it, so they kind of try and put stop on that by forbidding people to do these kind of things, but you know, people leave anyway. And they go and work in Italy, which has lovely weather. and good food. Though they're not too happy about foreigners in their country. But they're a lot more civilized than the French. I mean, I don't know exactly what the situation is because I haven't lived in France and Italy, but I always see on the news about French being mean to the poor little Romanians and stuff like that. And I hear about the British being mean to the Polish. Um, but I haven't heard anything bad about the Italians. I mean, I haven't seen any of the news saying anything about them. Oh well. I think if we don't hear any bad news about you, it's good. You haven't killed any Romanians. It's good.